Hi everybody, I wanted to show you a video about my new to me Canadian Long Branch No. 4 Mk1 Star rifle. This is basically a Canadian Canadian manufacturer of the British Lee Enfield No. 4 Mk1. And as far as I can tell, it's identical. Obviously this rear sight, for those of you who are keenly aware, is not a No. 4 Mk1 Star style rear sight. It's been replaced. It says Mark III on the top of the rear sight. But other than that, they went through various transition phases, No. 4 Mk1, No. 4 Mk1 Star, stuff like that. So, but this is it. The Lee Enfield rifle, in general, as the entire type represents, pretty much the ultimate pinnacle of a bolt-action rifle as far as rate of fire, accuracy. Now, a lot of that has to do with the army that's trained to use it. You could have a very good rifle and not have people that are trained to use it. And the British, they're no joke. They really trained out to these kinds of distances. So when you see this sliding rear sight, that's not just unfounded optimism like there is on the Mosin Nagant or the K98 rifle. They seriously did train volley fire at those distances. So these guys are no slouch. Also, they had a 10-round box magazine. Now, they never detached this and changed it out in combat. It was meant to always stay on the rifle. The stripper clip holds 5 rounds, but you put 2 of these in there, you've got 10 rounds in the gun. That's compared to every other rifle in World War II. Every other bolt-action rifle in World War II is only a 5-shot stripper clip fed with a 5-shot magazine. So these guys really have it together with a 10-shot bolt-action rifle. The only other comparison you can draw is to the U.S. rifle of World War II, which was the M1 Garand, the only semi-automatic rifle, the semi-automatic battle rifle that was fielded in World War II. They were doing fine with the bolt action, especially with 10 shots. You can do a lot with 10 shots on a bolt action. A couple key things about this rifle that are uniquely British. Well, first of all, the whole rifle is uniquely British. Their bolt actually has a rotating bolt head. When you pull it out like this, you can see that the bolt cams into position and the bolt head pretty much stays stationary on that rail. So that's unique to their style. Also, as is most British rifles, this bolt is a cock-on closing bolt. So similar to their pattern 14 and by extension the US M1917 rifle, you have to push against the spring tension and then you can go down to close the rifle. Normally you hit up against the striker spring tension there. That's opposed to the K98 and the Springfield 1903, which were a cock-on opening action. Also, the safety right here is a long throw lever. This is typical of the way that they did things, also similar to the pattern 14 and M1917. You're safe back here, and then with your thumb you reach up, you push that forward. It's kind of a long reach, but that puts you in your fire position. You come back here to safe. When you're on safe, the bolt is locked to where it can't open. Then you go here to fire, and you're ready to fire. The British placed a great deal of emphasis on their rifle marksmanship skills, especially at long range. Part of that is the trigger. The trigger on this rifle is very light. It's similar to the M1917 that I have, and by comparison to something like a K98 or even, a Mosin Nagant, it's really nice to have a crisp trigger. I mean, and this is during wartime production, all that sort of thing. They kept a very light trigger pull on this rifle. Really helps in your long-range marksmanship. Incorporated up front is a very narrow front sight. This helps you get your long-range position. It's similar to the pattern 14 and 1917, as opposed to the K98 rifles, which have a fairly thick post sight by comparison. Also, the biggest difference you'll notice on a No. 1 versus a No. 4 rifle is this bayonet lug. The barrel on a No. 4 protrudes outwards from the muzzle, and you have these 2 locking lugs. A socket bayonet would go on here and lock into position. I do not have a bayonet for this rifle, but you can buy them at most surplus places. I've just sighted this in. It's new to me, but it was shot very well on sight-in shots. Now I'm going to go ahead and run it a little bit for you. I'm going to be shooting at a target out there that is approximately 60 yards downrange, those paper targets. And I'll do a little bit of just some general shooting so you can see how it fires and functions and that sort of thing. Yeah, what a pain in the butt. Squeezing 10 rounds in there? Just barely. Going hot! I got a rim lock too. Man, talk about a pain in the butt. I don't think you can see it from here, but basically what happened was it started out high and to the right, and so as I kept shooting, I was walking it down and to the left, and I was able to get it close to the red ring there. I would need to adjust the front sight on this rifle for my eyes, and that the ranges this rifle was designed to shoot, hitting a few inches high at this range would be expected. It was designed to shoot, you know, a couple hundred meters or so, so at this short range is only about 60 meters. It's going to hit a few inches high.